Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to day 6 of Bookmas, I believe. So today you are supposed to be enjoying a vlog. It was a really fun vlog. It was an hour long, or like 57 minutes long, and I read some stuff. DNF'd some stuff. Jelly Bean tried to be in every single video or every single update, so you missed a very fun vlog, but Jelly Bean still managed to weasel his way up here. Oh my gosh. So this morning I was pretty upset because, you know, the last week I've been working on this vlog. Jelly Bean has been helping me so much, and I thought that it was a pretty good vlog. I'm just going to talk my way through some of the things that happened, some of the highlights. Then I will talk to you about the books that I read or attempted to read, or at least started. And we're going to call this my vlog for the week. I completely apologize that it's not an actual vlog. But it's like a wrap up. I was so mad this morning, and I know what happened, and it was a silly mistake, but it really made me lose my entire hour-long vlog. So instead, it's just going to be short and sweet and to the point. Some of the things that you missed were me going to the warehouse and picking out my furniture for my classroom, and filming. A lot of filming. I pre-filmed a ton of stuff, and I have yet to check to see if I lost any of that, so hopefully the next vlog is not me crying, rolling in a ball crying because I lost everything. We'll see. I'm going to try and be positive and think positive thoughts. I'd go back to my student teaching classroom, and my mentor teacher told me that she had a couple of things for me, so I'm like, oh, okay, it's going to be really easy. I'm just going to grab a couple of things. No, it was a lot of stuff, and I showed you in that vlog, so that was pretty fun that you don't get to see. I got this book. I guess I won it on Goodreads, but at the time I didn't realize that I had won it. I just got it unsolicited. It's Rescue by Michael Heath. So I did win this one on Goodreads. I'm trying to think. It was Friday night because I came home and I annotated the heck out of it as I finished this in one night on Friday night, because, well, we'll talk about it when we get to that point in this video. But I was so excited because I got a finished copy, and I have some news with that author, which is so cool. But let's back up a little bit. So the first book that I attempted to read this year, I guess, because this counts as 2022 reading year, was The Guest List by Lucy Foley. And to no one's surprise, I ended up DNFing it at like 160 pages into it. I just really couldn't do it. It's the second thing I've tried to read from Lucy Foley, and I just realized that she's not an author for me. Okay? And if you do enjoy her books, I am happy for you. I really, really hope you do enjoy them. there's just something about her writing that's not for me. It's not enough of a thrill. It's more of a mystery. Both of the books I've attempted to read by her. So, we had our first book of the year was a DNF. And then we read Undercover... Oh, wait. I own that one still. I read Undercover Princess by Connie Glynn. And, I enjoyed this book to an extent. It was cute, and I really, really do love the story. I think if I was 8 to 12, I think that's the recommended age for this. If I was that age, then I would have loved this. It would have been 5 out of 5 stars. I would have adored the characters in this, and, this Undercover Princess would have been my new best friend. And the problem is that I'm not that age anymore, and I can see it for what it is. It's a really fun middle grade book. I just don't connect with it anymore, and I thought it was okay at best. So for me, I gave it 3 stars personally, but I highly recommend this if you're the intended audience. I've just kind of come to the conclusion that I haven't given up completely on middle grade, but I'm going to be very, very particular in the middle grade that I read, just because typically I have fun with it and I like it, but it just doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't bring any meaning to anything for me, and I feel bad saying that, but I'm really not the intended audience for this, so that's okay. So there's that one. Okay, and then the next book that I started, I still haven't finished. It was The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. I started that on audio. It's fine. It's been very, very hyped, and I was expecting some really epic romance. So far, I don't love it so far. I really hope that I do. I'm less than halfway through it though, so we'll see. Started and finished Jay's Gay Agenda by Jason June. I was expecting this YA contemporary with a male-male romance, and it was going to be this really comforting, LGBT plus book, and I just thought it would be a really nice coming-of-age story. I hated this book so much. I did finish it, but I kind of wish I hadn't wasted my time on it, which never happens. Usually if I don't like a book, I know that it's just me, that I'm the problem, that the book, Undercover Princess, I really didn't like it. I still gave it 3 stars, because I know I'm not the intended audience, and most of it was cute and fun. Jay's Gay Agenda. I hated it because, I went into it with the assumptions that I gave you, what I was hoping for with this book, and what I ended up getting is a spoiled, rotten brat of a teen who I'm following as he comes out of the closet and realizes, it's his coming-of-age story, essentially, which is the part that I wanted, but this guy is a jerk. And sometimes it's okay if you have unlikable characters, but he is a liar and a cheater, and the worst part is that he doesn't understand why people are so mad at him, or why people don't want to talk to him after he continuously lies and cheats. And it very much gave me 90s by Katie Catogno vibes because of the lying and the cheating. And if you were here last year, you might know I did this reading vlog in which I read 90s by Katie Catogno, and I got so mad. And it honestly was one of my worst books of the year. That is kind of like a closer look into what Wednesday's video will be. Worst books of the year, and 90s is definitely on it, but no, I just can't with Jay's gay agenda. Nope. It reminded me way too much of the main character in 90s, where liar, cheater, does never learn a lesson, and doesn't understand why people get mad when you lie to them or cheat on them or cheat on their friend, or like you're just changing as a person and they get mad at you for being that horrible person and you don't understand why they got mad at you. Like, oh my gosh. And then usually I also really like books that have like a list element. I usually love that. In this book, I swear this book was 300 pages, and at least 100 of those pages were that stupid list over and over and over. And then the last book that I read for this vlog was Rescue by Michael Heath, which we talked about briefly because I told you what it was about, and how I got it on Friday night. Well, I read it in one night. So, in Rescue, you follow 4 different characters. You follow the Chihuahua in Cage 49. Then, you start off from his perspective. He was born in a puppy mill, and the way that Michael Heath wrote these characters, I felt like I was there with the puppy, and I was getting beat and neglected, and it was ruining me. I was so distraught by this book that I had to cuddle with my dogs as I read it just to make sure that they were okay. And I'm laughing, but it was terrible. And then the second perspective that you follow is Roger. Roger is a felon, and it makes it very clear from the very beginning that Roger has morals, and that there are many things Roger wouldn't do. So it kind of makes you question, well, isn't he a felon? What did he do? Why does he have to see a parole officer if he has all these morals? And then you follow this pit bull who is being neglected. He has been, he's like tied up outside, and they don't feed him or give him water very often. And I know that there's a stereotype of pit bulls are not good dogs, but that is completely false. So let me just put that out there. Pit bulls are just like any other dog, and I believe that pit bulls, or any breed of dog, are going to treat you, they're gonna be vicious, or they're gonna be amazing and cute and annoying. They're gonna treat you the way that you treat them. So if you neglect them and tie them up outside, don't let them inside in the cold, and you don't feed them or anything, then yes, they're gonna be vicious because they're starved. And also, if you train them to be mean, big, mean dogs, then yeah, they're gonna be vicious. But I think that every dog has the opportunity to be a good dog. It's just dependent on the lifestyle that they get and the owner, how well you like take care of your animals. I just want to make that very clear that pit bulls are not bad dogs. And I do not believe that at all. Anyways, you follow this pit bull. And he's being neglected by his owners. And then you follow this Corgi. And this Corgi is very old. And he is at this rescue, this adoption agency. This pound. Why can't I think of that? It's not a pound. Rescue shelter. So it's kind of like a pound. And somehow, this is the story of how all four of them connect. And it was just so beautiful. Like, for me, this book, I stayed up all night so that I could finish this book. I never tab books, but look at this. Look at all these tabs. I almost used my entire pack of tabs, which were for teaching, so go me. But I felt instantly connected to the Chihuahua in Cage 49. And they do ultimately get names later on, but I can't tell you their names. I feel like that's too much of a spoiler. And you get a good chunk of the pain of being in the puppy mill and what it's like for these dogs, not just this Chihuahua, but these dogs. And then, they get rescued. And they go to this rescue shelter where this Corgi is old and dying, and they don't think that because this Corgi is so old, it's said that the Corgi is not going to get a home because no one wants an old dog. And that is just terrible. That is so sad. This book spoke to me on so many different issues. Like, we have the stereotyping of, like, pit bulls or felons, and how, because you're a felon, you're a bad person, or, you're a pit bull, you're vicious. I've already told you, I do not agree with that stereotype at all. I really enjoyed this book because it talked a lot about the gray areas of life, how things aren't always right or wrong, or, there's things in the middle that have to happen. Or, yes, maybe Roger is a felon, but did you ever wonder if he has morals? What was his reasoning behind whatever made him a felon? And, what was the crime that he committed? And was it unjust, or was it justified? And it brings up all these questions that are like, well, what is it? Is it good or bad, or is there a middle ground? And I feel like it really shows you a lot of the middle ground in life, and it wrecked my soul because I cried so hard. But I highly, highly recommend this book. I don't think it's getting enough recognition. It just came out in 2021, and I don't know. It was so moving for me. So ultimately, I ended up giving this book a 4.5-star rating just because I did notice that there's a lot of grammar errors in here, and usually I can look past it, but sometimes it did take away from the story because I was like, wait, what? And I had to reread it, but I could still understand what was being said. It just wasn't with the right words, or in the right way. So I do think that some, a little more editing would have been nice, but I honestly don't even care because this book made me feel things. And I don't know about you, but for me, when I read, I want to feel things. And this book definitely did it. I really, really enjoyed it. So, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm sorry that there's no vlog this week, but I hope this was okay. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you tomorrow for the best books of 2021. Woo woo!